and we are back with Sonic X Shadow Generations, only the shadow part. Um, don't need Sonic here, it's your shadow.
No.
I am Xanz, and I am doing 80%. I'm joined by my great co-commentator Labris.
Yeah. Hello.
There is a lot of funny stuff in this category, and a lot of it is like, I need to lock in difficult. So I'll talk when I can, but otherwise it's like, I need Labris to carry. It's going to be especially like hard on the first stage because there is a trick that is going to take most of my attention.
Yeah, there's a trick. It is very funny.
Yeah, we're going to see if we get it. Probably will. I mean, I will just die if I don't get it because I'll get a check. But yeah. Other than that, I think we're ready to go.
Yep.
I'll do a countdown. So on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oop. Never mind. Sorry. I accidentally started my splits manually. I don't need to do that. I forgot. Okay. Real this time. 3, 2, 1, go. So at the very beginning, we're just gonna skip this cutscene. We don't care.
Yeah. So, a fundamental piece of movement tech in Shadow there. You're gonna see Shadow chucking a bunch of plasma. When Shadow is in the Chaos Spear state, in the air, he's only subject to a small amount of gravity. He's not subject to any, like, horizontal speed loss. So, you can cross very large gaps that you wouldn't be able to with a boost jump.
Got it. So what I have right now, I have the physics of the tube outside of the tube, which makes me very floaty and cool.
He's also unable to stomp.
Yeah.
And he cannot step on your shoulder. Even on walls. Wow. Because tubes have walls and you can run up. Why not?
We're gonna go for a boost here. And Chaos Control, very importantly, will refill your boost meter when you use it. So, using that here to be full, landing inbounds, using this rail, and spearing to die. That's the kind of only way we can get rid of two physics, at least there. So,
yeah.
We just intentionally die.
We do want to be a little normal. And a certain someone shows up and says, I'm gonna make this game about Radical Highway. I know. Do this squiggly thing. And here we are. Some sort of radical highway dimension. Well, we're gonna see this a couple times.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
By a couple, I mean like 7 times.
Yeah.
So here I'm doing a trick known as power sliding. If you sidestep while boosting forward and you angle perfectly, you will gain the sidestep speed in the forward direction. So it's just like a slight speed boost, but there's not really anything else to do right there. So we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll also be using that a lot in white space. By a lot, I mean like twice.
Yeah, a lot of this is supposed to be narrative, so you get some very cool colors being colored. But it is a party time.
Yeah, party time, I'll try to go for it. We'll see if we get it.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Switch the whole flippy bit. Very good art form.
That's like the first time I've gotten that in the past week.
Let's go. No time like the present.
Yeah, this is very good art. I did take my time on the party time. Also losing a bit of time to that menu, I believe. However, I'd rather play safe than sorry there, because if I ran into the pink part of the slide, I would have taken damage and like immediately stopped. So I'm just controlling my speed to make sure that I can go for another boost. Entering Arc 2.
After every Act 1 is the 2D equivalent of the stage you just played, you want to. 2D isn't that bad in this game. That's quite good.
Yeah, the 2D in this game is like awesome, actually, genuinely. Like Sonic Team did very well.
Yeah. You still can spear glide. It's still just as effective.
Here we're gonna go for a bit of spears on this tube. That way we skip all of those jank tubes that we would otherwise need to go through.
I think they did make it better. But
better than SA2, not perfect. So yeah, spear gliding is just the main tech for this run, really. Conserving momentum is insanely good for a game like this.
There are some other things, but like as far as the general movement goes, spear gliding is great.
And here we get introduced to a power-up that we're not going to have for long. Doom Wings. For some reason, they just decided to give you a little taste of it. Why? I could not tell you. We're not going to see this again until like the end of the run, so this is all you get. For now, anyways.
Yeah, this is kind of like Shadow's super form. And I'm sure I gave it to you now. You lose wings, you gain boost while grounded, but if you from the air, you glide.
Yeah, doing the tube thing there again as well with wings. We can gain height to skip the entire section.
Yeah. Not bad. Now we have this neat, like, Doom Core thing that we can shove in that place, and then get a cool thing. This is gonna happen a couple times. You get a multi-lock on Chaos Spear or Doom the way in.
I can't believe that worked. The way I speared those, I didn't get the last target until like after I hit the rest, so it was really weird, but it worked.
Yeah,
so.
Those targets have a timer and it's pretty strict. Rail Canyon is a stage that is probably easier.
Yep. Speaking of, I should have taken that safety. Like this. I was just afraid of using my boost, so. Bit unfortunate. Same there. You can actually skip that ring if you do a stomp next to it. Unfortunately, I misangled it terribly, so it does not lose that much time to take, luckily. And now we're just going to be progressing through the rest of the stage. From here, it's like pretty straightforward. Spear this robot. So you're past the last one, we don't need to kill it. Chaos control for this chaos dash.
Yeah, these show up in quite a few places if you use chaos control. And now you know, someone's kind of done again.
How can I make this about Radical Highway?
You know, like, you can't stop. That's his problem.
I don't think he has a problem, personally. I mean, I love Radical Highway myself. Interesting.
Getting dual dice skip? Maybe?
Yeah, so here is dual dive skip, if I get it. I did not. It's kind of random whether or not you get your double jump there. Supposedly, taking the rail makes it more consistent. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm just a bad masher. It's very tickly. But missing that, not too much time loss, so... basically what it would do, you would completely skip both skydives, and you would just boost and spear directly to the final trigger. That puts you in the third skydive, and you would hit the check. There I did something similar to bridge skip in Frontiers. Hitting Doom's Eye and then double jumping allows you to stomp, whereas normally you can't. Yeah, Rail Canyon, as said before, it's a stage that's as hard as you make it. Makes it a very hard stage, because we want to save time. Ooh. I've actually never gotten hit there before, but I guess it's because I didn't do the rails correctly, because I missed one, and then I had to adjust for that. So if you do that perfectly, you can actually just skip the entire automated rail section there and get immediately to the goal ring. So that's Act 1 of Rail Canyon. Immediately going to go into Act 2. Which has a pretty funny skip, which if you want to try and explain it before I get there.
Rail Canyon has, in a couple other stages, have circular automation tech. And they kind of cross over each other in the process, like loops. This one's sideways in particular. And what the game does, sometimes you approach it in a very specific fashion. It forces you up. And by up, I mean really up. So Rail Canyon 2 skip, after we're just looking at these jumps, you get to insanely fast. If you hit this check, we're going to... Yeah!
You're simply going to,
We're going to hit that pinch point and win. Very nice. Not like the most optimal landing, but we got it first try on a decent eye up. I'm working the App Store.
Alright, so here we have to go unlock our next Doom Power, Doom Blast. Bit out of the way.
Fun.
I will never understand how people don't jump out of these. And here's Doom Blast. It has a bit of a tutorial attached to it, so just have to hit the enemy, teleport to it using B, and that tutorial's over. And then here are the challenges. So
they're not as bad as in Sonic Xanz, I swear.
I mean,
I remember in Sonic Xanz people did not like the challenges. I think they're a lot better here.
Some of them are not that good.
Not so good. This one is a little strange, but you have like one target change really, so you can avoid that. 14, that means they run up. The 4.
Yeah, so we missed one, but it doesn't matter because we had the one extra.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Anything sub 30 is good, so 28 is fantastic.
Here is Ring Collector. Collect 100 rings. It's always 100. It's never 250 like in the DLC. Spoilers.
That's a lot of rings.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, we just, this has a pretty good path to these 10 rings. Pretty easy to get.
Well, you got 100 already, that's crazy.
Nice 28. Very good. So now we have to make sure that we pick up these keys, because if we don't, we are not allowed to fight the boss. Spoiler alerts, it's Biolizard.
I think it's set on the gate, so I think you're fine. Did it? Did it ever say that? No.
No, it says question mark. So here we just did the neutral jump off that rail, jumping down to get speed. And then here we're just going to jump all the way to helping attack this rail, buffer the chaos control, get into this hoop, and win. That's very nice.
Winning.
So we only have one more Rail Canyon challenge.
This is another one that was a recurring theme.
Thanks to Nuvo. So there, we're just doing a bit of a skip to get that ring. And hopefully we're going to get the end skip here to skip a few rings to go much faster. There we go. So now we skip the automation at the start of this rail, and that saves like a disgusting amount of time for how little you do. Like 3 seconds or so. So that is the Rail Canyon challenges.
Wow, it's unlighting. It's like whitewashing, but backwards. Whoa. Now we get to go back to do some of the challenges. We only need 3 keys for the Biolizard portal, so we're just gonna get 3 keys. Even though 4 are available for us.
Yeah, since we only need 3, we're gonna save the rest for later because it's just more in the path. It doesn't save too much time, but it does save time. So this challenge is very simple. You just use chaos control when you need to. The ending with those rockets is very sus most of the time because for some reason Shadow just doesn't like to stick to them. So
or he likes to stick to them too much, can't tell.
Yeah, one or the other. You get no in between. Here, Crush with Doom Blast. We're gonna be blasting.
Yeah, it's very fun.
We're also gonna be going for a bit of a loop skip. Nice. That was very clean. Okay. Between. Here, Crush with Doom Blast.
So
fighting freak knuckles, and we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ready? I ain't gon' let it get to me. I'm just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. I My ghost tried to approach me and got leery. Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkin in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost tried to approach me, he got leery. Just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. This probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. Our ghost tried to approach me and got leery. Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkin in the alley. Didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with a fist metal crackle. I'm hearing someone saying, you a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind, cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall. And then I started to fly, I went in deeper. Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep. Down Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost tried to approach me, he got leery. Spooky up in here, it's crazy in here. We still gon' keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever wanted, bring it. I don't care, we can do this. Then come step up to the plate and meet your match. It ain't no thing.
We are back. So unfortunately, we kind of missed Biolizard. That's fine. It's a boss. We're in Kingdom Valley now.
Yeah, and along the way we got the Surfy Bro. But we'll encounter him later. You can go on water.
Yeah, my internet just, you know, great time. This is fine. We're gonna go for some terrible tech, man. Always know your backups. Anyways, Kingdom Valley is one of the hardest stages in the run. People will tell you it's not hard. They're lying. I guess it's not hard if you only go for a few things, but you're going for everything. At this point, we're going for everything.
So, got Doom Lantern, which is the new power up we got off screen somehow. Added. It allows Shadow to surf on water.
Yeah, it's
speed
very
preservation
useful.
is often done. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, we're skipping that. We're skipping this entire Eagle section. And the checkpoint, but we don't need those where we're going.
Make sure we're chaos controlling here for boost.
Yep.
And here we're gonna go for another skip to skip another eagle. We're not saying hi to any fills this run.
Yep.
Now I'm a bit short, so I'm gonna go for not that, I guess. The camera did not want to turn when I clicked the button, so we're gonna attempt it again.
And yeah,
This one is fine.
This run is a lot of precision, because once you lock in a spear glide angle from a source of speed, you're just stuck with that angle until you either double jump or boost to slightly influence it. So it's one of those things that like you either get right from the outset or you just fail miserably. Which is like the cool thing, the blessing and also the curse of Shadow Gun. You can go really fast, but only in certain directions. Once you pick a direction, you usually have to stick with it until you get a chance to either land or get another source of speed.
Yeah, spear gliding is very double-edged in that sense. You can technically stop the spear glide and re-angle a bit, but you're gonna lose all your speed if you do that. So
Yeah.
not really any chance to.
Pretty cool.
I hate this backup.
You have it back.
Getting that jump off that rail is precise for no reason whatsoever. So I had to do the bottom route, which is just slower. But luckily, if you know how to do it, not that bad. And here we're gonna do a quick boost off that to just give one extra wall jump. Blast this enemy just forward, they'll hit the wall, we instantly are able to homing attack. Chaos control here for boost. Another Doom enemy, make him hit the wall, homing attack the thing.
I love this thing.
And here we speared the thing, so we get a tiny bit of time save.
I like this game. Let's see it again. The King of God challenges. That's unfortunate. I didn't get weird heights.
Usually when I boost there, it just gets on top of this one like that. So that's what it's supposed to look like.
And you'll notice that Shadow can scale some weird due to boosting and then spearing at some walls. You see these good effects and definitely go about playing up in the Sunset Heights challenges. But it's also used part of the 2 stages in general.
And Denuvo is kicking right now. there is a trick you could go for here. I'm not going to go for it because it's really inconsistent. But basically, you would loop speed to the end of the level from there.
Yeah, it is very cool. But we already got one. We're gonna see some more loop speed towards the end of the run. But otherwise, yeah.
No loop to that's the name of it. I didn't say it. Big the cat.
Oh my god, Big the cat, no way. Oh my god, and he's gone.
Nice skid, Shadow.
That was not a power slide. That's like an
Great bunny hops, even with Denuvo kicking in. So now we're entering Sunset Heights 1.
We say Denuvo because this game, proportionally, compared to Frontiers, is actually more Denuvo. So we can just blame any performance drop on Denuvo because that's what people do. Yeah.
That's an interesting thing to hit. It's another interesting thing to hit. That stage is like that. There's a lot of interesting things to hit.
Well, imagine if you have just one room. We'll see that later.
Here we're going to try to boost off this floor, get enough height to hit that ring capsule. And from here we're just going to jump and spear at the same time. Going to be seeing somewhat of a new route here, by the way. Normally people will just Doom Blast this enemy really early. I don't want to do that right now, so I'm going to do it here. Also, if you do this boost perfect, you can actually make it all the way to the end here, but I'm not perfect, so... That's pretty good.
And get Mr. Radical Hunter again.
We're gonna try to hit the check here while doing a jump off the rail. There we go. Nope. Unlucky.
The point is to hit the first and miss the second. So we
That's how I felt too. We're gonna take the inside of this tube here. Just a bit of rail grinding here. Going to boost immediately off here so that we don't have to go to the top platform. Actually going under it perfectly. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hug the top right of this loop. I'm going to attack this rail so that we stick to it. Jump off, take this one slightly faster. Something like that. Neutral jump off these. Unfortunately getting hit a bit. We just have to hit Doomseye and then the stage is pretty much done. Just need to, you know, boost a bit.
As one does.
Now it is truly time for peak. Sunset Heights, Act 2. Lots of interesting stuff to do in the stage. A lot of it is like very precise manipulation of your height and going through platforms. So, right here, didn't get it, it's fine. You can go through that platform and hit the spring.
Another big part of the stage is doing momentum management. It was present in King Valley 1, but I think you're gonna do the Manta route, right? Like the other one.
Yeah, it's not faster than top route, but it looks cooler.
Yeah, it's a Manta,
Here, we're just gonna stomp. You gotta get down so that these can spawn as quick as possible. Here comes the Manta. There we go. That's pretty much all that's important. One loop skip. And then we're pretty much at the end of the stage. Take this Chaos Trail. We're gonna dash into some water. Get a boost there. Try to get this jump. Unfortunate. If you do a jump there as you're like descending, you can get an extra speed boost, but it's a really tight window. They're pretty good. Now it's time to get to Metal Overlord. So normally what you need to do is you need to like open this door in this big building. We're not going to do any of that. That's cringe. So yeah, now we're up here. Basically the loop just sends you out flying when you hit that dash panel.
Yeah.
And like
the farther right you are,
it's
the
really
better.
particular.
Kind of. It's picky.
That's all.
But
This is sad. So normally you're supposed to just make it all the way up to the challenges from there, but with this backup, you just make it there as well.
know your backups, everybody.
I cannot believe that worked. My height was going down as I did that. So to explain that, those platforms kind of just send you up if you like boost into them with speed. So since we keep the speed when we do spear, it just really likes to send you all the way up. Skips a like 8-second chunk of the level, something like that. Wow.
That's a first.
I can't say I've ever died there. I thought the ring hitbox would be bigger than it is, but I guess there is just no floor for a reason.
Yeah. I just think a do better thing.
Alright, so this challenge, there's a lot of spikes. We only want to get hit by one set of them. This one right here. This is going to give us our boost back, because for some reason in this game, the rings you drop can refill your boost meter. So... nice.
Very nice. Even ended in 69. Nice.
Now for one ring, it's like the last one, but now you only have one ring. So it's not too much different if you think about it. Because the last one we already didn't really get more rings.
Still a very large amount of spike balls.
That slide took some time to come out, that's fine. Shadow was just like crouching against the box for a bit.
Wood. Yeah, wood.
It's a nice 30. So now we're going to get this key, teleport to Kingdom Valley, and do those challenges. Still not time to do the art challenges. It tells us that we can teleport even though we've already done it. Why? Yeah.
Yeah. It's my explanation too. I don't know. Yeah. This challenge is low key hard, but you know.
Almost didn't hit the leftmost ring.
Yeah, you got it.
Very nice. And then we have Kingdom Valley Ring Collector. Great challenge.
This is a really cool mission. Look at me being at 06 playing these missions. Challenges.
Well, I guess I'm not killing that enemy. Goodbye, enemy. I'm gonna kill this one.
Yeah.
We do need a chaos control, so that's why we're killing the enemy. Very nice.
Good stuff.
So that is Kingdom Valley's Act 1 challenges. One might say the better challenges are coming up now. Who is one? No one. No one said that ever. These challenges are kind of a pain. This one is like
hard if you're not
fine. Asterisk. It is no longer fine. Again. So I'm trusting, what happened there is I'm trusting the spear against the pillar to send me up far enough. And it just didn't. Which is unfortunate. What I really need to do is wait longer and do that. Okay. The switch did not get hit. Here we're gonna hit this left enemy, try not to aggro the right one. Just makes this a lot easier. I went for it, didn't work. You can maintain a lot of vertical speed on that loop. If you spear correctly after a jump. That doesn't lose too much time to miss though.
It's difficult, weird, funky, but it's a thing you can do.
So here we just have to kill the enemies as the challenge here. Challenge parentheses, not challenge.
Oh, nice. That's a...
Yeah, if you jump on that rail, you can go a bit faster than normal. So we'll be getting this key, and we'll be doing the same skip to Metal Overlord again and fighting Metal Overlord. We did actually need 4 keys this time. Thank you, Denuvo. Holy.
We're up here.
We're up here. Oh, we did not need 4 keys. I'm lying. Well, no.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
just
right,
convenient to get them.
Yeah.
So yeah, this boss is Metal Overlord.
Yeah,
Basically, we just want to hit as much debris as we can so that we don't need to punch him. Punching him is slow. And
that's why it's even slower, right?
we want to be able to get enough damage with debris so that we can do a certain trick to make it a bit faster. So here we're gonna spear out of these rings because they give a lot of momentum. Dude, Denuvo, chill out. He's going absolutely insane right now.
Oh,
So the debris count here is not looking that great.
probably like pretty close.
I'm gonna need these left missiles, so I'm gonna end a bit early. Let those hit and then take the cost out. I actually have my OBS preview running, so that's probably why.
You will be CPU-ing the shit out of your show.
So here, all we're doing, we can spam right trigger until later in this phase. The first set of barrels spawns on the right. We just need to spam one direction to get that hit, and the second set of barrels also spawns on the right. Now we actually need to time our side steps to hit these missiles without getting hit. Not insanely difficult, just need to do it, really. Now we will be going for a cutscene skip. Normally when you fight Metal Overlord, the game wants you to use Chaos Control to hit all the debris here. But if you hit enough without Chaos Control, you can just skip that cutscene entirely. Just like that.
Nice. That is deceptively difficult to do.
Alright, so now that Metal Overlord is over, we have now got to do Arc 1 challenges. You may see that we have this awesome Doom gear. We're going to unlock Doom War first, and then do Arc challenges. Because after these cutscenes, we're going to be at Sunset Heights. For some reason, Maria is here. Teleport to Arc. Going to homing attack this spring. And just get to Doom Power. This tutorial you can skip. You can actually teleport after that stage of the tutorial. And then we can do Arc 1 challenges. Yeah, I really wish every cutscene in this game was 180 seconds long and just took Shadow for a scenic route through the city. Okay, my boost button is not working. There we are. So this challenge has some funny thing at the end. You can do a wall run and finish the challenge that way. Because normally there is a skydive section, which isn't the slowest, but slow enough to skip.
Yeah. It is very awesome and cool looking. Thanks, Metal Overlord. You now have stuck in my head. Tangentially related.
And then here's the One Ring Challenge. This one, not super difficult. Just need to get up here into the Rainbow Ring. Buffer this Chaos Control. Get here, get the spring, and then we go under that platform, skipping the enemy, and we are at the goal ring. So now that the arc is restored, we can finally move on to Chaos Island.
AKA Y Island. Wyland. I guess it's cool, but like, why?
It's a pretty cool island, you know.
If it weren't so cool, I'd be asking that question.
Here we're just spearing a very long distance to this pulley. Holy jump.
Yeah, he got like boinged by like a piece of sand or something. Not an official term, boing. You can skip this loop, it's pretty cool. However, that dash panel is like 2 inches.
Yeah, it is deceptively difficult to hit that dash panel. And I just realized I didn't kill the enemies because I skipped them earlier because of that boing. So I'm actually not going to have Chaos Control when I want it, but that's fine. I mean, that's fine.
Good.
We got half swag.
Half swag.
Normally I
Yeah.
go for a homing attack on the rails there, but I just landed on it instead.
Yeah.
Here we're just taking this route to get up here. Wow, okay. Unfortunately I stumped too early to get on the platform. I have to retry that. Also, I forgot neutral sticking on rails keeps your speed. So there we go. I had no boost there, so I couldn't boost through the enemies and I got hit.
I'm a booster sky in a booster world. That was bad. I'm gonna be completely honest, that was bad. We're gonna conserve our air boost until the very end to hit that rainbow ring. This epic cool animation. Oh, and
Such an epic, cool animation. Aw, exactly.
yeah, and then you become a squid, and then you're good. That's Chaos Island 1.
Now for the better one, 2. Debatably better, definitely better actually. There's not like a lot of skips, it's just they're very complicated, like getting through this level in general. Because there's a lot of cycles, there's things you gotta avoid. Like that ball. I was late, so I was sure I went over that one, but once you get off cycle, it's really hard to know where you are, so
Yeah.
we may be seeing a bit more of an example of that with these spike cycles. So normally I Chaos Control here and we would be fine. We're still fine, barely. You gotta go for it.
Yeah. It does say that a fair bit of time stopping them.
We're gonna take bottom route here. Coming attacking this rail makes you really fast for no reason.
I do enjoy that no fast for no reason. Hit beat.
And that's the end of the stage. Pretty much a glorified cutscene, you know, Sonic Team.
Something. I mean, they are really good at CGI, to be fair. Like, CGI cutscenes in Sonic games are always really good. It's like the unsung hero of, like, Sonic games. Next to the OST, it's the CGI
The
cutscenes.
what was that?
I don't know.
The camera was just pointing up. I wish I could explain that, but it just happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is how we get to Mephiles. We're just gonna do a jump off this wall. Hitting the wrong morph ball, but it's fine because we can still get over here. If you get the other morph ball, you can get there just a bit quicker, but luckily both of them send you in the right spot.
Now we get the Chaos Island challenges.
Yeah, the best challenges known to man. What am I doing? You have to go to Chaos Island.
The Chaos Island challenges.
Chaos Control Master level 3. Why is it level 3 and not part 3? I don't know.
An extra difficulty level or something. First two, like, Arc and Rail Canyon were kind of tame, honestly. Yeah, he kind of tough. Especially if you make your life harder like that, with the glide off the bottom. But hey.
Yeah, and then the next 3D challenge, crossover with Doomorph. Hopefully we won't be doing that.
Yeah.
We will be doing that. So that's fine.
Not really. Not at the moment.
No, we will. You can
add the follow instructions. Dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the height I got was not enough to do the skip fully, so I had to just go for the spring. Now Gondola Master. Great challenge.
Yeah, there's a bunch of auto-scrollers that we don't care about going on around here. Even though that takes us up, there's like side platforms. And we're just so hilariously faster than the...
That's a 24.
That is epic.
I believe Cryptic Jackknife would call me a gondola god right now.
Yeah, this is Gondola God.
Okay, so this challenge, you just need to defeat all the cyclones. Parentheses, you don't need to defeat all the cyclones. Like, they just put so many in your way that, yeah. 37 out of 20. Really hard challenge.
Yeah. Incredibly difficult to satisfy that requirement with that.
So now that we have this key, we're just going to go straight from Arc back to Mephiles since we opened the shortcut.
This guy.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, it's Mephiles. Sorry.
For the person who talks smack the absolute most He has no mouth.
Okay, so at the beginning we just hit him there. It advances this phase a bit quicker. Then we're going to stand right here and boost left. Did not work, unfortunately. You can actually get the morph a bit quicker if you do that correctly. Because it's based on the number of bounces you do, or Methos does. But he just didn't hit the wall at the right angle for it to work. So now here we have to spear the minions so that we can get the morph ball to spawn. I should phase him. Not bad. Just standing still right here. The pillar we need to climb will always be right in front of us, so very easy to know where to go. And we're going to do a jump off of it to get to these cones a bit faster. Here we're going to instantly aggro this enemy so that it does that quickly. And then we're going to chaos control it to kill it while it's under. And finally, for a cutscene skip, we have to kill 3 clones and then kill the rest. If you activate chaos control instantly, you'll get a cutscene that wastes like 6 seconds. No
Ever?
future for him ever. Heard it here.
Forever, ever.
Wow, cool gear. Imagine if we didn't use it.
Imagine.
Just imagine. Keep imagining because we are going to use it.
Yeah. Things are red and stuff. Oh. Surprised he doesn't feel dizzy instead of complete.
He feels complete.
So now we really had to make it about radical play.
Yeah, we made it a lot about Radical Highway now.
Like, we actually, finally, truly made it to Radical Highway. This has another flame, like you saw in Rail Canyon 2. That was pretty cool.
This one's a bit different.
It's 3-dimensional.
It's also because it's loop speed instead of like automation speed. So I guess they're both like the same.
Yeah. The other one is just like a loop but sideways.
Here I'm doing a wing tech. So normally wings will set your speed to 50 or something like that. But if you just keep air boosting repeatedly, you can keep whatever speed you had. And here we're gonna go for the fling.
Very nice.
We're gonna go under the invis wall that's on the wall run. That was a very nice fling.
Good stuff, man.
And we're gonna go for another silly thing.
Oh, we're really going to. We're silly max. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was clean.
That was clean.
130 is very good.
I'm 30 in a run. Jeez.
Time for Radical Highway Act 2. The better of the two, obviously, because it's the second one. They always save the best for last, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of
If I double things after this.
gotta lock in for this one, though.
Yeah. Radical Highway 2 has. Oh, okay. Description just cut out. We got the route that skips the first.
I got insta-wings.
Nice. You can interrupt the wings animation with something else. To make it just spawn instead of you doing like the thing where you just hover in place and spawn the wings themselves.
So my internet connection went out, you said? Or the stream cut out a bit?
A little bit. But we're back in Radical Highway. We're on the rail. We hit it right.
Yeah, so insta-wings, if you... There's like a brief period where you actually keep moving after popping wings, in which you can activate wings, hit a set piece of automation, and immediately get wings without having to go through the animation. So a bit more wing tech into the end. This is a very solid time of 148.
Dang. And we got the final boss.
I don't know if I'll be beating that gold anytime soon. Insta wings is crazy time save. It's like 1.5 seconds or something. So here's the final boss. Basically, to explain, we're gonna go through all of our Doom powers except for Blast and Spear.
Dang.
No, we're not back. Now we're back. Now we're back.
Okay. Love my internet today.
Really helps out this one.
Skipped a bit of the fight. We're currently in the Doom Morph section of the fight. This is the hardest one to optimize because Doom Morph has a wind up on the boost, which makes it really fun to play with. And by really fun, I mean wow. Alright. Now we are entering the Doom Wings portion of the fight. Basically, an auto scroller from here on out. There's not that many ways to lose time unless you get an extra phase. And there's pretty much a way to guarantee that we don't. So
Yep. Enjoy the movie. It's a pretty cool movie.
There might be some movement optimizations, like spamming side steps, but I don't think they actually save any time, so I won't be doing them. Because it risks getting hit by, like, one of these walls that he's going to bring up right here. Those things. Here we're going to try and get to these hoops. I think they're faster. And here we just have to move when his eye blinks, or does like a little glint, because then that's where he will attack. So as long as we're not there when he attacks, we're fine. So he's gonna do another attack, this time 2 glints. So I'm gonna be up on the first one, go down, then go up. And then we just spam sidestep again. And we should be done with the boss fight. Time will be coming up when I finish the mash QTE for X. So it's the next QTE. Just get a bit of a cinematic before that.
When the run ends, before the run ends?
Yeah, and time. Well, that's Shadow Generations. Unfortunately, my internet did not want to show it all. Specifically the best portions by Lizard, of course.
Yeah. Oh, hell. Yeah. But yes, this is a pretty cool run.
Yeah, overall, the run was not bad. Most of my time loss was just waiting for my internet to come back. So
Yeah, you got some crazy rapid highways.
I kind of went like even the whole run with my PB after we came back from Kingdom Valley. So
With your phone. But yes.
yeah, this cutscene is really long. All of this just to see the result screen. It's not even gonna be a good Devil Doom time.
Oh well.
Yeah, so that's Shadow Generations. So shoutouts. I wanna shout out all of the Shadow Gens community. Everyone that posted strats there for me to learn from. Cryptic, Alpha, everyone. They're the goats. They're the only reason I can be any like bit of good at this game, especially because I want to compete with Alpha. So that is all. Lab, you would like to shout anyone out?
Well, there's a Discord for this game.
There is a Discord for this game. cdrun.com/shadow_generations, I believe.
Yep. And the Discord server link is there. If you are interested in running this game, we are happy to have you. We got resources and a bunch of shadow.
Yeah. That's pretty much
So
it.
yeah,
This game is
pretty much it.
cool. You should give it a try if you haven't played it casually. It's like a great game casually. The cinematics are amazing. Sonic Team does
Yeah, I
not
agree.
miss.
They don't miss.
But anyways, I think that's all for me. Next we have I believe it's Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games. So stay tuned
Yeah,
for
Jerry,
that.
just next.
And thanks for having me, even with bad internet.
Yeah.